Hi everybody, it's Oksana and today I'm going to show you some yummy healthy treats from Vitacost. These are all things that I came across there that I'd never seen before, and I got really excited because these all fit my my rules for ingredients that are healthy and all that stuff, and they're all organic. So I was excited. I'm going to show you what these look like, try my best to describe to you what they taste like and all that. Of course, I'm a big believer in, cooking from scratch, whole foods, but sometimes it's easy to have processed foods when you travel. I'm going to be traveling a lot this summer, so I'm just trying to find some things that I know I can rely on later on when I'm traveling, that I can buy to take with me when I don't have access to a kitchen and cannot cook. So first are these little treats, these little Nutiva treats. They are called coconut, or coconut. Yeah, not coconuts, coconut. And they are either the classic or the hemp and chia flavor. And I'll show you what these look like real quick. They're really yummy. They have really wonderful ingredients. So this is the hemp and chia. Just looks like a little pressed coconut macaroon type thingy. So you can see the chia seeds and maybe the hemp seeds. The other one looks just like this but without the little seeds in it. It is soft. It basically tastes kind of chewy and sweet and coconutty. It has organic tapioca syrup is what it uses for the sweetener, which is a very good choice that I like. That one is a low glycemic sweetener, doesn't give you the spike in blood sugar, and that's what these basically are like, these tiny little treats. They're really yummy. I like them. My kids like them. The only way that I can think of to make these better is if they were coated in chocolate. That would just make them incredible, but of course not everybody likes chocolate, but I would love that if they had like a chocolate dipped one of these. But yes, very, very good, and just, nice compact little packaging. You can just take this on the go. Nice little treat, nice little yummy snack, good alternative to like Halloween candy or those times of year, when everyone's having candy, something to give your kids that's a little better for them. Next, I have two more kind of sweeter treats for you, and after that, I'll move on to more like pretzels, crackers, chips. So this is Seedsters Sprouted Seed Snack, sunflower, flax, and chia. And these are wonderful. They're organic. They just have the seeds, the currants. They have coconut sugar, which I like for a type of sweetener. So kind of very basic, wholesome snack. Now, these do not taste the best, I'm not going to lie to you. They're fine, but, they kind of taste healthy. Here's what they look like. They have a lot of flax seeds. If you can see, that's kind of the bulk of it. And eating them tastes kind of like eating flax seeds to me, which is not the most appetizing thing. Now, they're fine for like a healthy kind of snack. I can eat them, but I don't necessarily like crave them and want to eat them, you know what I mean? So everyone has different taste buds, but to me, these are just, they're okay. So Doctor in the Kitchen is the brand for these. The next thing is another kind of fail for me, but these are the Foods Alive Maple and Cinnamon Organic Flax Snackers. I think I like these a little better than those if I had to choose. They also have coconut sugar. They have maple syrup. Their flax seeds are sprouted, and they are all organic. So here is what these look like. Basically just some flax seeds with maple syrup and cinnamon, just kind of dehydrated into this little cracker type thing. And they're not bad, but again, just, I guess I don't really like flax seeds that much. They're a decent snack, but not something that could, really truly satisfy my craving for a dessert. But they're okay. Maybe you like them. They're, just okay for me. And then this next thing is kind of in between sweet and salty, because it's a pretzel. They're these organic pretzels from Shiloh Farms, but they're a little bit sweet because they have honey in them. So they're sprouted 100% whole wheat, organic. And they're really good. They taste like honey wheat pretzels. I've had these honey wheat pretzel sticks before somewhere, and they remind me of those. So here's what it looks like. They do have a little bit of salt on them, so they're kind of like, you know, sweet and savory, I guess, at the same time. But they're really good. I really, really like these. I think they're yummy, and I enjoy them personally. So that was a good snack. And then I have 2 more types of pretzels. These pretzels, again, are sprouted. So my deal recently is I try to either eat not wheat, so like gluten-free kind of stuff, or if it's wheat, I make sure that it's sprouted. When wheat is sprouted, it digests like a vegetable, and it's supposed to, you know, be so much better for you than not sprouted wheat. Let me find a whole pretzel that's not broken. Here we go. So these pretzels are Unique is the brand, and they are split open pretzels. I don't know what that means, but they are sprouted, and they are, you know, dark on the outside, but then if you break it, here's a broken one. It's, you know, here's what it looks like on the inside. And these do not contain any sugar, so those other ones had honey. But if you don't want any sweetener, these just have the sprouted wheat. It's organic. So I don't think that they're not certified organic. You don't see the little seal here, but they do contain organic sprouted whole grain wheat, flour, water, organic extra virgin olive oil, salt, yeast, and soda. So I guess they pretty much are organic. They just didn't get that, you know, certification. So these are really good. I like them too. They taste like, you know, pretzels to me. They're kind of hard, which I personally like. So these are good. I like that they have olive oil instead of canola and things like that, sunflower, because olive oil is a little bit different. It's not an omega-6 oil like those other oils, so it's a little healthier for you. So I like these. I guess they have lots of other varieties, it says right here. I don't know if they're all sprouted though. I think these might be the only ones that are sprouted. But yes, very good. Delicious pretzels. Another sprouted pretzels, and I really like these a lot. They are puffs. Whole grain pretzel puffs. Oh, and they're by the same brand, the same Unique brand. So let's see where the ingredients are. Organic sprouted whole wheat, extra virgin olive oil, salt. So same ingredients, literally the same ingredients. They look like these little sticks, and they're so good because they are hollow on the inside. So you like bite into them and they're crunchy and thin. And I really, really like these a lot. They're really delicious. So I am a big fan of all of these pretzels. One thing about, you know, pretzels and kind of toasted baked kind of things, that if you're a health nut like me and you want something to consider to kind of research and look into, there is something that gets produced when I know for a fact about wheat and potatoes produce it. I don't know about other grains. Perhaps they do too. But when they're cooked and when they're not burned, but like really well cooked and toasted. So I'm assuming the pretzels are well cooked because you can see that nice brown kind of color on the outside. I know, you know, when you toast bread and it gets that, you know, brown color, it happens then. And with potatoes, when potatoes are cooked, this ingredient is formed, and it's called acrylamide, and it is a carcinogen. So I know that chips and French fries are kind of notorious for having that, and that's, you know, part of the reason that they say those things are not healthy for you. I haven't heard a ton about things like pretzels and bread. I know that they do have it. It's probably to a much lesser degree, but just something to be aware of, and, you know, research it further if you want to. Just wanted to throw it out there. Next are these chips, and these are so good. They are Flamous, I guess is the brand, and they are falafel chips. They are certified organic. They're supposed to be for hummus, perfect chips for hummus dip. These are gluten-free. It has organic non-GMO corn. Everything obviously is organic, so I'm just gonna stop saying that word, but it's got beans like chickpeas, fava beans, black beans, pinto beans. It's got expeller pressed soft flour or sunflower oil, then some kind of proprietary 13 spice blend. I can't talk today. Turmeric, onion, garlic, spinach, carrot, sea salt. So, you know, vegetables and beans and corn, basically. And here is what these look like. Kind of look like corn chips. You can kind of see the spices a little bit in them right there. Nice, crispy, you know, crunchy kind of corn chip. And the flavor of them, it reminds me of something, and I just can't put my finger on it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like a specific spice or something, but it just reminds me of something that, if you know what it is, let me know, because I've been thinking about this for like a week, trying to figure out what it reminds me of. But they are really, really delicious. It might be these lentil crackers I tried once. Maybe it reminds me of those. But anyways, I really like them. The only thing is the flavor is a little mild. It's a really good flavor, and I think that if they like amped it up and put a little more of the seasoning, then these would be something that I would just like be able to eat out of the bag. So maybe they shouldn't do that, because then that'd be bad for me. But I think part of the reason for the milder flavor is so you can dip them in hummus, and you don't want a really strong flavored chip to overpower the hummus. You want kind of plainer chips to use with dip. But they're really, really delicious. I know they have a spicy version as well, which I'm a baby when it comes to spicy food, so I did not dare to try that. But these are free of gluten, wheat, dairy, lactose, cholesterol, MSG, you know, soy, So these are good. Highly recommend them. They're pretty affordable. I just bought some more of them from Thrive Market. I'm going to have another haul coming of some more snacks that I came across and purchased this time from Thrive Market, but they are on Vitacost as well. So some more reviews of snacks will be coming. These, I love these. My mother did not like them, but I don't understand why. I think she needs to give them more of a try. Sometimes she can be just very like, oh, they're so natural. I can't handle how natural they are, you know. Even though she tries to eat, you know, really healthy, but she has these like crackers that she buys that she's addicted to, and everything else just doesn't measure up for her. But these are so good. I love them. So the brand is called, and I opened these, of course, from the bottom. So now all the crumbs are going to spill out when I flip it over, but Latent des Fleurs, the bread of flowers. Crumbs are going everywhere. And they have a few flavors, but this is the flavor that I agreed with the ingredients the most. I forget exactly what the other flavors have, but there was something. Corn starch? I don't know. There was something that I like these the best, because they only have organic buckwheat flour, organic whole cane sugar, and sea salt. Not a lot of sugar, because these don't taste sweet at all. And they are certified organic, so 3 ingredients. And they look like this. They're very, very like airy. Here, let me show you a broken one. They almost taste like puffed rice crisps. You know, when you bite into those, they're just very light and crunchy, and you know, have a lot of air on the inside. That's the best way that I can think of to describe these, but that's what they're like. And they're so good. They're just so crunchy. They don't have a ton of flavor on their own. You can taste the buckwheat a little bit, because I mean, these are made from buckwheat, which I love buckwheat. I eat that like as a grain, you know, the way that people eat rice. I really like buckwheat. If you haven't tried it, you definitely should, because it's delicious. And I think they're great with, you know, something on top, like some kind of, you know, chicken salad or egg salad or something. Really, really good. And I'm almost out. This came with like a few little packs, and I just have this left. And the rest we already ate. So these are really, really good. And the last thing are these crackers. They are Nairn's Scottish Oat Crackers. And they are organic. Very basic ingredients. Organic whole grain oats, sunflower oil, sustainable palm oil, sea salt, and sodium bicarbonate, which is baking soda, as the rising agent. Here's what these look like. These are probably or not probably, they are kind of like my least favorite of the cracker pretzel things that I got. They're not horribly bad, but they're not the yummiest either. Here's what they look like, just kind of pressed oats basically. And let me break one for you. They are very crumbly. They just crumble right up. You can see all those crumbs probably falling all over my desk here. But they taste like oats, and they're very, very, very plain. Excuse me as I clean up a little bit. You can taste the saltiness just a tad in them, and just very plain kind of cracker. Not a lot of flavor to it. Again, you know, just very crumbly. However, they do make good crackers for putting other things on top of them. So here they're, you know, with a salad, but putting like a chicken salad or something on top of them, or again, egg salad, or really any kind of thing that you can scoop and put on top of them. I'm sure sweet things will work good on them as well, like, I don't know, some kind of spread or something, because they don't have a lot of flavor to them. They're not too salty, so it wouldn't, you know, be weird having like a real salty cracker with some jam or something. We were able to eat them that way. Even my kids, who have been a little picky trying all these new snacks, you know, my daughter was like, oh, these taste like paper, mommy, about the buckwheat ones, but then she ended up liking them. And these, they won't eat them on just plain on their own, but with chicken salad. We had lunch that way. It was chicken salad on crackers, and they ate these crackers that way. And then I found another use for them, which, you know, isn't particularly healthy because it's like a sweet, kind of sugary, I guess, treat that I did alter it a little bit to be healthier. I guess I can tell you, if you want to listen, this is the end, but if you want to listen to my recipe of what I cook with these. So in Russia, there's this treat that we make, and it's called chocolate salami. And basically you melt butter, you do an egg, I think it's a raw egg, but I just blend it into the melted butter, and I do cook it at least a little bit just because I'm paranoid about raw eggs. And then you add some cacao powder, and you add sugar, which I usually use raw honey or maple syrup. So when I made this, I used maple syrup. And then you're supposed to use broken up cookies. So Nilla wafers is kind of the closest that I've been able to find here in the US. I don't eat Nilla wafers anymore, or I haven't, you know, for a long, long time, because they're not natural. Even though you can find kind of organic Nilla wafers, still, I'm very picky about ingredients nowadays, so I haven't made that dessert in a long, long time, and I thought, why don't I try it with these? They're, you know, wheat-free. By the way, they're not certified gluten-free. They do have ones that are, and it's because oats can be tainted with trace amounts of gluten, so it's more expensive to get certified gluten-free oats. That's why they do have, I think, a gluten-free version, but they're not certified organic, and they're more expensive. So if you're not like allergic to gluten, and you can have trace amounts, you're just trying to like eat less gluten and avoid it, then those will be good because they're primarily oatmeal. So anyways, so then you crush up cookies and you put it in this mix, and it has to be kind of relatively thick, and then you spread it out, usually in like, I don't know, some like saran wrap or some kind of wrap to roll it like a little salami, and then you let it set in the freezer or the fridge, and then you kind of cut it into slices, and it looks like salami because, oh, you can put nuts in there as well, walnuts. But the pieces of cookies kind of look like, you know, little spots in it, and I don't know, chocolate salami is what it's called, and it's really, 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 really good. And when I made it with these cookies, I did crush the cookies up all the way into powder, into my magic bullet, because if you have pieces, they're not, you know, they're crackers, they're not cookies. So if you have like a large piece of it in there, then you can kind of taste the saltiness of it, and they're not sweet at all, and then it's kind of weird. But if you just crush it into just complete crumbs, then it tastes good and kind of is like a more uniform mass. So it was a good, healthier alternative. Obviously didn't taste as good as the real thing, but still tasted plenty good, and that's kind of what I made with those, what I've been using them up for. Some of these things I bought in twos, by the way. Ironically, I didn't buy any of my favorites in twos, but I bought those oatmeal ones in a pack of 2. And then I can't reach them right now, but those Flax maple flat things, the cinnamon ones, I bought that in a pack of 2. So, because I was trying to reach the $50 free shipping limit. So anyways, that's it. That's my Vitacost haul. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this is helpful to you. And I will see you next time. Bye.